It happens to be my birthday today, and as I shoot this, the pandemic that is COVID-19 is filling everyone around the world with a fear and anxiety for ourselves and for those that we love. Now, it's clear to me that COVID-19 actually has two forms of contagion, and they are equally dangerous. There's the biological contagion and the psychological contagion. And as I say this, I realise that actually that's true for so many things in our modern lives. Now, I'm not a physician, so I can't help others with the biological contagion, but I can help with the psychological one. And I can think of no better way of spending my birthday than doing this. So, the purpose of this thought experiment is to share with you a way in which you can significantly address the psychological contagion of COVID-19 and, as a result, positively impact the ability of your immune system to fight the biological contagion. And the way I'm going to do that is by creating a deep dive that shares with you a guided meditation, the wording and structure of which was formulated thousands of years ago. Now, its purpose is to spread kindness, well-being, compassion, and love to all creatures on this planet. And by sharing it with you now, as the deep dive part of this thought experiment, my intention is to absolutely do the same. The practice and the benefits of the loving kindness meditation to yourself and to others goes far back, so far back it predates Buddhism, and people have found it to be so beneficial that it's one of the best known and most often used practices amongst meditators. At this extraordinary time, when fear and worry are so contagious, it's a practice that offers so much. Doing it will bring significant benefits to your physical and mental health and to your well-being, and for reasons that have also got really strong foundations in modern science, in our modern understanding of just how it is we human beings really do work. So, as you may know from your time in the lab, our well-being, and indeed our psychological, physiological and biological workings of our minds and of our bodies are significantly determined by what we tell ourselves about it. We are, in fact, the feedback loop that creates our own experience of life and how we experience it. So, before you move over to the deep dive side of the thought experiment, which I'm about to record, let me share with you a few of these insights, because just by knowing them, they help. They start the process of coding your subconscious model of the world with a view of the world in which you not only survive, you thrive, and you help others do the same. And that is a truly beautiful way to live your life. Okay, so most of you will be familiar with the placebo effect and the opposite, the nocebo effect. The latter being the negative impact of negative beliefs and negative self-talk, and the former being the positive impacts on your life of positive beliefs and positive self-talk. Now, the science around this is absolutely incontrovertible. The placebo and the nocebo effects are real, and they make real changes to our neurology, our physiology, and even our biology. But there's another layer to the science beyond mitigating the nocebo and amplifying the placebo. And here it is. We know that when we're in a state of stress or fear or anxiety, the body reacts by diverting resources away from non-essential functions towards those things that are going to help us fight or flight. One of the areas it diverts resources away from is the immune system. And given that today's stressors don't require us to deal with the impending threat of a saber-toothed tiger, that feature of Homo sapiens evolution has turned into a bug. A bug that all too often causes a systems crash, one that otherwise would be eminently avoidable. And here is one final benefit of so many that I could share with you of the loving kindness meditation. And it's a benefit that is directly focused on one of the scariest symptoms of COVID-19. And it was, in fact, the tipping point that inspired me to create this thought experiment. As I record this video, both my brother-in-law and my sister fear that they've got symptoms of COVID-19, and their biggest fear comes from the effect that it has on their breathing. So I suggested to both of them that the loving kindness meditation will be a really good thing to do, because it'll ease and relieve the physical symptoms around their breathing, whilst also softening their all too understandable stress and anxiety responses that would otherwise make their symptoms so much worse. So there you have it, a few insights around the loving kindness meditation and a little bit of history around it to give you some conscious stimulus to allow your subconscious mind to open up when you do the deep dive. So I'm going to close by sending you some loving kindness with this wish. May you be well. May you be happy. May you be free from harm. And may you live in peace.